Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, October 28th. You'll be interested to know, today is National Chocolate Day. This decadent day celebrates chocolate's rich history from ancient cacao ceremonies to modern treats, inspiring chocolatiers, home bakers, and candy lovers to share joyful bites. Join a sweet celebration with friends or savor a quiet chocolate tasting at home. And don't forget to indulge and celebrate. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Ocean Beach. This morning, it's looking clean with waves at 5 to 7 feet. The wind is offshore at 3 miles per hour. Throughout the day, expect the waves to drop slightly to 4 to 6 plus feet by early afternoon. The wind shifts onshore around 11 a.m., picking up to 10 miles per hour by evening. Best time to ride is at 9 a.m. with the 4-foot outgoing low tide when the west-northwest swell is 5.5 feet at 13 seconds, and the offshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 4.5 feet at 6:45 a.m., followed by a 4-foot low tide at 10:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 61 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start strong with clean sets around 6 to 8 feet on Thursday, but wind shifts create choppy surf by afternoon. Friday sees a slight decrease to 4 to 6 feet, with clean conditions early on, transitioning to fair as the day progresses. Expect a steady 3 to 5 feet on Saturday, maintaining fair conditions throughout the day. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 58 degrees, with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 6:15, and it will rise again tomorrow at 7:32. It looks like we're in for some sunny weather today, with a high near 66, and temperatures dropping to around 63 in the afternoon, along with a light north-northeast breeze. Tonight, expect mostly clear skies with a low of 56 and light winds. Looking ahead in the weather, Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 67 and a north-northwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. Thursday through Saturday trend cooler with mostly to partly cloudy skies, highs dropping into the low 60s and nights near the mid-50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Alaska Airlines is set to cut 5 major routes from San Francisco International Airport starting early 2026, affecting flights to Austin, Boston, Burbank, Newark, and Orlando. This reduction represents approximately 11% of Alaska's capacity at the Bay Area Airport. An Alaska spokesperson stated, "As we add 13 new routes to our network next spring, we will be adjusting some of our flying." Despite these cuts, the airline plans to increase nonstop service from San Francisco to Kona and Liu to daily, providing access to all 4 of Hawaii's major islands by next summer. Alaska recently opened a new 11,000 square foot lounge in Harvey Milk Terminal, showing commitment to the Bay Area. Now on to sports. The National Basketball Association is facing a gambling crisis after a sitting head coach, a current player, and a former player were all arrested in connection with 2 federal indictments related to illegal gambling on games and rigged poker games that had mafia ties. Portland Trail Blazers coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and former NBA player Damon Jones are facing criminal charges. Federal authorities allege the extensive scheme spanned years, involving more than 30 co-defendants. Billups and Rozier have been placed on immediate leave from their teams. And last night, on Monday Night Football, the Chiefs blew out the Commanders in Kansas City, 28-7. Patrick Mahomes was 25 for 34, with 299 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The Chiefs are now 5-3 after their rough start, and the Commanders fall to 3-5. Now, on to the World Series. In an extra inning nail-biter, the Dodgers were able to outlast the Blue Jays, winning 6-5 to take the series lead 2-1. Freddie Freeman was the hero, with a homer in the bottom of the 8th. Game 4 is tonight, remaining in Los Angeles, with Bieber facing Ohtani at 8 Eastern on Fox. In local sports, the Golden State Warriors secured a decisive 131-118 win over the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday night, led by Jonathan Kuminga's impressive 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Brandon Podziemski contributed 23 points and 6 assists, while Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody each added 20 points. Draymond Green registered 10 assists before fouling out with 7 minutes and 32 seconds left. Ja Morant scored 23 points for Memphis, but struggled with his 3-point shooting, missing all 6 attempts. The Warriors now prepare to host the Clippers tonight. In top news, Hurricane Melissa, with no relation to me, by the way, has made its way to Jamaica after strengthening to a Category 5 storm with sustained winds of 175 miles per hour. Authorities have started mandatory evacuations across the island as they move to close the nation's airports. More than 800 emergency shelters have opened, following extensive damage in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Matthew Capucci, a senior meteorologist at MyRadar, emphasizes that this will be an unprecedented event for Jamaica. The storm could lead to widespread destruction, flooding, and long-lasting humanitarian crises. A miracle is needed to avert disaster as the storm approaches. In business news, Wall Street's main indexes reached record-closing highs for the second day in a row as investors remained optimistic about a U.S.-China trade deal and anticipated high-profile technology earnings. U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are scheduled to meet on Thursday to discuss a framework that could alleviate U.S. tariffs and China's rare earth export limitations. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent expressed hopes regarding China purchasing U.S. soybeans, which contributed to easing tensions. The S&P 500 gained over 82 points, while the Nasdaq Composite rose by over 430 points. Shares of U.S.-listed Chinese companies also experienced gains. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 0.5% to about $114,000. Ethereum is down 2% to just over $4,100. And XRP is down 1% to $2.64. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Amazon plans to lay off as many as 30,000 workers, starting as early as Tuesday, according to sources familiar with the matter. This latest cost-cutting move aims to slim down the company and conserve cash. The job cuts could affect roughly 10% of the corporate workforce, spanning across various business units, including human resources and cloud computing. Amazon Chief Executive Andy Jassy has been reducing expenses, especially as the company invests in artificial intelligence. These layoffs would be the largest since 2022, when around 27,000 roles were eliminated. Amazon is also leveraging technology to boost efficiency and reduce the need for human workers. And in entertainment news, the new biopic Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring Jeremy Allen White, has struggled at the box office, making just $9 million during its opening weekend in North America. Despite Bruce Springsteen's iconic status, the film fell short of its $55 million budget. Experts suggest Springsteen's clean image may have hindered its success, as his life lacks the dramatic peaks of other musical icons. With mixed reviews, the film is unlikely to compete for awards, contrasting with successful biopics like Bohemian Rhapsody. The top film this weekend was Chainsaw Man, an anime that earned $17 million, showcasing the growing popularity of Japanese animation. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American poet and essayist, Walt Whitman. And he said, "The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.